Hi everyone, my name is Malaya. I'm the founder of Devaduta Yoga. And today I want to talk to you about a topic that not many people are talking about. It's an approach to pelvic floor health that I personally, for myself, but also for my clients, see is one of the most important things for women who are struggling with pelvic floor issues, but also for women in general. This is restoring the mobility of the bones of the pelvis. Why is this so important? So when you think about the pelvic floor is here a group of muscles at the bottom of the pelvis. And it's the same for these muscles as with any other muscles in the body. Let's say instead of going to the pelvis, we go to the arm. If I stretch out my arm and I engage the muscles in my arm, I can feel, okay, here my biceps, yeah, it's working actually. But the moment I start to move my bones in the arm, I can feel, okay, now the engagement is different. That's actually much stronger. So depending on the position of where the bones are, the muscle engagement will be different because we are either in a more shortened position or in a more lengthened position. And for a muscle to be healthy and to be in a state of being reactive, it means it needs to be able to engage from a lengthened position to then shorten up, because this is in the end what strength is. It means the ability of the muscle to come from something that is long to something that is shorter. And when we think about the pelvis, then we actually want to have the same thing. We want the muscles to be able to go from long to short, and to do this together with the muscles. So the muscles and the bones need to move. And the problem with the bones of the pelvis is that most people just have the pelvis as one unit and they are using it as one unit. So you can tilt the pelvis forwards and backwards, and maybe you can do like sideways and maybe like this. Most people can't do that, and especially if people practice yoga, they are doing a lot of these movements. However, when we practice yoga, what we do a lot as well is opening our legs up. So we're coming into a position of external rotation. So we are taking here these big bones out and we are opening space around the pubic bone, which is something great. However, what happens at the same time is that here around the sacrum in the back, we are pushing everything together. So this is where problems come in very often with yoga practitioners who experience back pain, because everything here in the back is like so pushed together. And if we practice a lot of yoga and maybe also we put a lot of effort in, we don't do a lot of other things, and maybe we also have a very stressful job, things like that, we might end up being completely stuck in this position of being open in the front and closed up in the back. And now the pelvic floor muscles don't have the ability to use all the proper range of motion of the bones anymore, because the bones themselves, they cannot move. So it would be the same like my arm is just stuck in one position. Yes, I can still engage my muscle, but I will not be able to use my muscle as efficiently as I can when I use like the whole range of motion of the bones as well. And this is why restoring the ability of the bones of the pelvis to properly move, and this means to move each side individually as well, to go into internal rotation, to go into external rotation, and also to be able to tip forwards, backwards, and of course to do this together with the thigh bone, the femur. This is so crucial for pelvic floor health, because otherwise the pelvis or the pelvis itself is kind of stuck in one position, and then the muscles, they are stuck as well. And this is what happens very often then when we see people who are having a pelvic floor that is tight, but at the same time very weak as well, because there's no range of motion here between lengthening and shortening that is really possible, because the surrounding structure is not moving. And this is why I have created a groundbreaking course which is called Unlock Your Pelvis. If you want to learn more about it, check this video out here. And make sure that you have a look at the website. You can find all the information down below. And if you're interested in this, make sure you start moving the bones of your pelvis to restore the pelvic floor health. And with this, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, remember to subscribe and hit the bell and have a look at my website. I see you soon. Bye.